am Pratyusha. Now we are going to create Apple landing page using Visual Code software and using the front-end technologies HTML and CSS. For that, first I installed Visual Code software and then I created a separate folder on desktop, and then in the assets I added the image which we are going to use in the website. Now I am opening the folder in terminal and I am using the code space dot so that my folder will be opened directly in Visual Code. Now in Visual Code I am opening a new file which is index.html, where we will write the HTML code, and index.css, where we will write the CSS code. Now using the doc emmet, I am writing the first few lines of the HTML code. Now I am linking the HTML file with the CSS file. To simultaneously watch the output, I am using the live server and I am going live. This is the page where we can see the output. I am titling it as Apple landing page. So the title of the video is changed as Apple landing page. In the body, I am first creating a container division which contains all the subdivisions. In the container division, first I am creating a division to create the navigation bar. So in the navigation bar, I am going to give the links like store, Mac, iPad, iPhone and all, which are there in the Apple landing page. So for that, I am creating an unordered list which contains ordered lists, and here I am adding a hyperlink, and in that hyperlink I am giving it as hash store. The hash can be replaced by link in the real-time website. And here I am giving the name of the link, store. Which is appeared in the output. Similarly, I am going to give all the icons there. But here these are all in a vertical order. To make them appear in the horizontal order, we are using the styling. First, we are aligning all the text in center. And for the UL class, we are making the display, we are giving the background, like this. So we can see the change in background color, or else we can directly click here and select the color we want like this, and the thickness can also be selected, or else directly we can give the color here and adjust the RGBA like this. And I am giving the word spacing 12 px. Now I want the list to be displayed inline, so I am giving the display option as inline display. Now we can see all the items are displayed inline. Next, I want to style the elements here. So in the list, in the hyperlink, the display is inline, and I am making the text color black, or I can adjust it like this. And here also I am aligning the text to center for better visibility, and the padding is 5. I also want to remove these underlines, so I am keeping the text decoration as none. So the underlines are also now removed. And I want the hovering action to done, means when the mouse is hovered to the particular option, I want the hovering option. So to the same elements, I am giving hover. When hovering, I want the background color to be changed to a darker one. So I am changing the background color to a darker gray. Which can be like this. I want the color to be darker, so I am adjusting the gradient here. So we can see the hovering action now. In the navigation bar, I also want to add the icons. So to add the icons in the HTML file, I am linking an external link which is from Font Awesome website. So this is the font option website where we can search all the required icons. So here I want to search for an apple icon. So I want to add this icon. To add this icon, I need to place this HTML link. But to place this HTML link, I need an external link of Font Awesome. For that, I searched Font Awesome CDN, and from the CDN libraries, I am copying the latest version of the Font Awesome CDN. and now I am placing it here, which is the external linking. And now I want the apple icon at the front, so I am copying the apple icon's HTML code like this, and then I am pasting it over here. Now we can see the apple icon here. Similarly, I want to paste the search icon and the shopping bag icon, which I already had the code for. So we have all the required icons. I need the hovering action on the icons, so I am writing the CSS code even for the icons. For the icons, we have the A link, we only have the I class. So I am doing it. I hover. The background color is same like before, so I'm copying the background color from here. So the hovering option is also here. And on hovering, I want to change the cursor appearance also. I am keeping the cursor as pointer cursor, so we can see the change here. The cursor is pointer now. So the navigation bar is now done. The next division contains a image. So I am naming the division as class image, and in that image we have the text wrap. So I am creating an internal division with class name text wrap. And in the text wrap, I am using the heading H1. And there also I need the apple icon in the front. So first I am giving the apple icon, which is already present here. And then the title Vision Pro. And in H3 style, I'm using paragraph, which is welcome to the and for this I am using the internal CSS element for styling. I want to change the line weight, so I'm changing the font weight to 300, and I don't want the line. I'm also changing the line height to 1 px. Small style with I'm using the text available from next year. I'm typing the text available from next year. In the US. And for this, I'm also giving a class name as text color, so that it will be easy for us while styling. After this, with the same font size, in the next line, I want a link, so that I'm using the span HTML element. And for the span also, I'm giving the class name as shop link. And I want it as learn more. And for the arrow, I'm using the HTML element attribute, for which is hash ampersand hash 62, which gives the arrow. All this thing must be inside the image. All the content must have a image as background. And above this division, I am creating another division to add a line of text which contains a link or a pop-up, which is division name as shop. In this also, I am writing a paragraph in small text with class name as a line. And it contains the paragraph. Save on. Education pricing and some other code which I will be copying. And here also we need another shop link, which is shop now, which I also use the span element of HTML. Now coming to the styling part of the two lines, here I want the shop now link and learn more links as in blue color, and it should have the hovering effects. So for that, for the class shop link, which the text decoration is given as underline, and then the cursor is pointer, so now the cursor is also changed to pointer. And for this I want this to be appeared in color blue, so the text color I am giving it as blue. So now you can see the changes. On hovering, the pointer is changing into this. Sorry, the cursor is changing into the pointer. So for that I'm also adding the hovering effect. I want this to happen only while hovering, so I am adding the hover. But the color is changing to blue only when we are hovering, so I want to give the color separately. On hovering, we are getting the text decoration as underline, and the cursor is changing into pointer. Now this text must have a background image. So for that I am taking dot image class, and the background image option, and I will paste the URL of the image I am using from the folder assets. But now we can see the image is not visible clearly, and so I'm giving the background color of the image is also as black, so that it will be easy, it will look good even when the window is expanded, since the image I choose has the black background. And I am giving the height of the background image as 100 VH. VH means it fills the entire screen wherever the text is not filled, because I am giving it as VH. The height 100 VH fills the entire window wherever the text is not filled. So I am giving the position of the image as relative, and I don't want the background to repeat, so I am giving background repeat as no repeat. Now I am giving the height of the image as 100 VH. Now the image is also filled to the entire screen as shown here. But now the image is to the left side of the screen, so I wanted to align it to the center. So background position X as center. Now the image is in the center. And now we are going to style the text. For the text we gave the class name as text wrap. So text wrap, I'm giving the position as relative, then the color as white color so that it would be a good visibility even with the background, and the line height as 40 px for the spacing between the lines. Now I want the position as bottom, so I am giving the top as 450 or 450 px. This may vary from system to system as the website is not responsive. If I give 450 px, it is almost enough for me in my screen. And I am going to decrease the line height since the alignment is not proper. Since the line height is not giving the proper output, I am removing the option line height. And now we have the image also. And finally I want to add one more paragraph below the picture. I want to add one more paragraph below the picture. So I am creating another division which is for the text at the end. So I name the class as end text. And here in h1 height with inline CSS, I am using style. The font weight, I want to decrease the font weight of h1 because the h1 style will be giving so much of width or boldness. So I am reducing the font height. I want to say the font height font weight as 1000, which would be sufficient. And here for h1 I am typing a text which is MacBook Air. MacBook Air 15 column, which we can see here. As it is too bold, we can reduce the line weight. But I want it bold, so I am keeping the line weight as same. We can use the quotations directly, or the HTML attribute for quotations is ampersand hash 34, which also gives the quotations. Similarly, I am adding one more paragraph in next line with some line weight, which I am copying from the previous code. Here I used BR for next line, and then I also created one more class called text color because I'm using the small text, and the output is like this. Now I want to decrease the line weight between them, which I will do in the CSS code. Here the ampersand NBSP gives the space between the letters. The space between the learn more and order more is given by ampersand NSBP. NBSP. The space between learn more and order now is given by ampersand NBSP, which is entity representing the Unicode space as shown. And now in the CSS I am giving the styling for the text colors. I am giving the text color here as gray. The shading of this can be increased using the styling. I'm making a little bit darker. Now you can see the shade. The transparency can be decreased. As there is no space between the two lines, I am giving the line height as 40 px. See, the line space is now seen clearly. And now our Apple landing page is ready. On hovering, we gave effects to this. The shop now, the Apple icon here, learn more, and here also learn more and order now. Thank you.